Howdy, welcome back to the Juice Box Garage. Obviously, we're out in the garage today, and I did put the Road King back on the lift. Today, per the suggestions of many people, we left off, still not working, tried a couple things, didn't work. We're gonna install new spark plug wires and new ignition coil. So we're gonna start there. I gotta get, as with everything, you gotta take the seat off. Then we're gonna take the ECU off, battery cover off, battery out. I'm pretty sure that's the basic steps of it to get the coils, and then go from there. All right, I skipped ahead quite a bit. Obviously, seats off. Had to take the saddlebag off of that because I've got the stupid strap. That Road King classic stuff. Took the battery out. ECM is I've got it just chilling here. Really don't want to disconnect this unless you have to. The pins in here are really, really sensitive and prone to breaking. Really, it's an item that's meant to be put in once. So next step is gonna be, it looks like there's a bolt. I'm gonna see it here and here. That should take this off. And that might be the top, like the bolts that I need to do. If not, then there's another set of bolts down below. But I don't have my holder for my phone still. It's out here in this garage somewhere. I can't find it. So I'm gonna fast forward to once I've got that off, and then I'll show you kind of how things are connected. Cool? Okay, I got that little plate out. Now you can clearly see this is the coil, which now it's loose in here because there's nothing holding it down. So now I gotta unplug plug wires. It'd be smart right now to figure out which side goes to which, but if I remember correctly, right on the coil itself, it says like which side goes to the front, which one goes to the rear cylinder. So, we got to deal with that. But it's hard to do both, but I'm going to get these unplugged and get this coil out. And let's keep going. Okay, I got the plug wires disconnected, but then in addition to those, you've also got this right here. So I'm going to try to very carefully remove this without snapping another tang, this little tang guy. I don't know. Let's see, maybe I can do it right now. I don't know, I'm gonna do it two-handed. All right, now that is our ignition coil. So this is what it looked like going in, and then you can see, I was right, they have markings front and rear. So I've got a new coil and a new set of Screaming Eagle spark plug wires, the fat wires. So the only thing that, and I haven't opened the box yet to know if they have them in there. They probably don't because they want you to buy the parts separate. But the one thing I did not account for, these little hangers. But I'm having a thought. What if a guy snips this in half, pulls it through, keeps the keeper in place, and then does the zip tie mod to, hang the spark plug wire from the hanger there? It's pretty ghetto. But I don't have the hangers here, but I really want to see if I can get this bike running. So I can order those at a later date, but at least to get us through today, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know. Cool? Cool. All right. Yeah, I just took these out of the box. Came with some dielectric grease too, which is pretty neat. It's a silicone dielectric compound with PTFE. So I think they're recommending that on the coil side. I just realized my little plan there for the zip ties is probably not going to work because these are, I believe, a little thicker than the standard plug wire. Yeah, so I don't know that it's going to fit through. So, I don't know. We'll have to get creative, I guess, maybe what I'm saying. Okay, let me get these unplugged. Shit, yeah, this shouldn't be too hard. It's just going to be cable management, figuring that out. Right? Right. And how I'm gonna route this sumbitch, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's another hanger way up there. It's really hard to film. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But gonna have to order those hangers. Dang it. Okay, after much cursing and sweating, I was able to get both cables routed. I don't know what I was thinking for, but I did end up using my temporary permanent wire hanger solution there. So there's the original hanger, and I just looped a zip tie to that, and then got my cables routed. This was tricky. up there. You can actually kind of see it. But I figured that out. This one in the middle is actually like it's an open, like it's C shaped. So you just slip the wire through it. I don't know why they aren't all like that. That would make a lot more sense. So now we got to go back to like battery box side of things, plug in the coil, get that screwed down, and do the battery. Trying to, you know, reverse order of operations. All right, that brings us back to here. So I've double checked my work a couple times now. This is the rear cylinder. Oh shit. All right, no. So this is why you triple check your work. So this is the rear cylinder. That needs to go over to this right side one. So when you route it through, you want it to go to the right side one, which I think that's actually mildly confusing. But you know, whatever. The front cylinder. Wait, did I just fuck this up again? I did. Rear cylinder. No, I didn't. To the right. Okay. Front cylinder to the left from the perspective of, you know, looking forward on the bike. This shouldn't be that hard. I'm just really not wanting to fuck it up. So let's plug that in, plug that little cable in that goes into here, and then, you know, continue reassembly. All right, one more thing before I actually tie things down. Make sure you put the dielectric grease on the ends. I did, I just didn't tell you I did, but I figure I'm as a reminder, in the unfortunate event that you're using this as a how-to video, which it's not, I'm just kind of talking through my process a little bit. Yeah, make sure you put the dielectric grease on the, you know, in the fucking plugs that's going to the ignition coil. Cool? All right, I'm gonna screw down this battery, ECM, we'll go from there. Okay, so I've got that all buttoned back up. I'm not gonna worry about putting the seat back on until we have now arrived at the next fun point of, did this actually fix the problem? Is this gonna make it run on 2 cylinders? Your boy's a little nervous. Obviously, this is something that needed to get fixed regardless. So it's not gonna be a waste of effort if this doesn't fix it, but I'm giving this maybe like a 30% chance of being the real cause. It was something to do with the coils and the spark plug wires. I don't know. Let's just see. But I have my doubts. All right, my dumbass didn't hit record again because I thought I hit record, but I didn't hit record. So if you can't tell by the sound of my voice. Still very much so not running. Well, it was running on 1, but now it's not. So we still have an issue. It was not the ignition coils. It was not the spark plug wires. And it was not the spark plugs. All replaced with Harley-Davidson parts. So for all of you in the comments are like, hey, you dummy, why didn't you think to do this? Well, I did the fucking thing. It didn't fix it. So now we need to go back to looking at repinning this guy. And then also next step would be rechecking all the bar wiring, because could be something in there. So my prediction was right. That was not it. And it still doesn't run right. And the weather's beautiful. It's September. It's second season up here in Michigan. So should be riding. This is a huge bummer, but got to try to keep my head up. I've got the Grom. I've got other bikes I can go ride, but this is really fucking bumming me out. So I do want to give a huge thank you to Shelby. He did reach out, and others have reached out and tried to give me advice on, you know, what to look at next. So like I was saying before, that throttle position sensor, like plug where it plugs in kind of just by the air intake there, I'm gonna look into repinning it. There's a known issue where things may be shorting out in there. So I think what I may do off camera now is just check through the code, see if it's probably all the same codes, but they would have cleared since the last time it ran because I just had the battery disconnected. I'm gonna go check that. If there's anything notable, I'll come back, but otherwise, I guess we'll see you on the next one. Keep it juice.